The Ardnamurchan is a peninsula in Scotland that includes the most westerly point of the UK mainland. It's a small area, but the term is often used to include the surrounding regions of Sunart, Ardgour, Morven and Moydart. The Gaelic name means Headland of the Great Seas. A couple of weeks ago, I finally had a chance to explore the Ardnamurchan after some of my closest friends have been telling me about it for years. I fell in love with the area, even with the misty autumn weather and a fair chunk of rain while I was there. The combination of woodland, lochs and sea is just what I love about Scotland. You need to be happy driving on single-track roads to visit this region, which includes a fair amount of reversing. Plus, there's a lot of signal vacuum in the area, so not somewhere to head to if you like to be online all the time. Luckily for me, I quite enjoy disconnecting from the world for a while. The region is full of wildlife, so it's also an excellent place to go wildlife spotting, if you're into that kind of thing. I had just taken my head down and then this oak tree above me decided to pour water on me as I went to look at a cool stream/water stumble, not big enough for a waterfall, water stumble. And the oak tree just decided to go and I thought it had just stopped raining, so I'd taken my head down. It made me giggle though, it was very beautiful. There's something about the shape of oak leaves that just makes me super happy. Look at them. Oh, look at the size of these ones. They're huge. There's a cool spotted one over here. Moss gets me every time, because look, that's actually a footprint from before. It didn't go as far as the first time. Being in the woods makes me super happy. I can't really explain it. It just, the green, the oranges at this time of the year, just happiness. Finding little streams and waterfalls and water stumbles and trees, lots of trees. Ooh. And some really cool moss. I'm not sure how well this is going to come out, but all the rocks and boulders and stuff in here are totally covered in moss, and it looks really cool. There's just all these little blobs. And then some bigger ones too. I've had friends that have suggested before that I might be a little pixie that lives in the woods. These actually made me stop in my tracks and go, whoa! Need some kind of context. They're big. Quite big. This one is pretty massive. Oh wow. This apparently used to be a cottage, and I kind of want to rebuild it and live here because how cool is this as somewhere to live? I'm like just out of the woodland I've been walking through. It's a bit of a clear area. This is obviously the most stunning view. Well, I've seen lots of other stunning views, but it ain't bad. And I'd get eaten by lots of things, insects mostly, but how cool would it be to live just here? And then I don't think there'd only be anyone around. I don't know what's over here. Oh, just got freaked out by a dead twig that looked like a snake for a second, or a slow worm. Not that a slow worm's going to do me any damage, but I've spent enough time in tropical places that I still worry when I see something that looks like a snake. Oh, I'm going to get ticked. General rule with ticks, avoid bracken. For the whiskey lovers out there, there's a distillery in the Ardnamurchan. I'm more of a gin girl myself.
There's lots of great places to hike in the area, and sometimes it's actually easier than driving around on the narrow roads. These weird creatures are something I'd never seen before. They are hydrozoa that live on the surface of the open ocean and are commonly known as by-the-wind sailor, sea raft or little sail. They generally live on the high seas in warmer regions, but can be washed up onto beaches by the wind. The first one caught my eye because it looked like a piece of plastic, and then I found some that hadn't been dead as long and were so amazingly colourful.
Can you tell what the slightly damp hair means? I couldn't resist going in the sea.
There's so much more to see in the Ardnamurchan, and I'd love to visit in other seasons, so I have a feeling I'll be headed back there, hopefully soon.